Nothing. So, and you know what? Really, when I look back at how many things I finished, how many things I started that I never finished, right? So, maybe this will be the first thing I'll ever finish, next to graduating from recovery. In recovery house there, finishing the program. Sometimes I feel schizo. Oh, the Lolly Dama.
Other certain being, like animals or insects.
Oh, this guy's good. Let me hear.
In deep sense, all are same certain being. The Buddhists believe the mind is the creator. One's own mind is the creator, like a creator. So there's no external creator. Everything depends on oneself. So that's why now Buddha stated, you are your own master.
In 1992, I went for my regular, bi-yearly checkup on what seemed like a very normal, regular day in my life. And I came away with probably what most Canadians dread the most, the news that you have a terminal disease. Yeah, and in my case it was a terminal liver disease. So I followed it up with specialist after specialist, and there was no cure. They told me I had not too long left to live, and that my only outside chance was an organ transplant. And I found all the grim realities of that taking place, which were very, very low. I mean, I was against a lot of odds. In 1995, I got a call from the Toronto General Hospital to come down because there was an organ available for transplant.
Hang on 1 second, George. Just the sun changed there on me. Go ahead, 1995.
Yeah, I received a call, and I was told that there was an organ available for transplant. And the operation went smooth, and I was out of the hospital in 10 days. And in a month, I was throwing a ball around. And it just was incredible, because a lot of people that seen me while I was sick, they seen me getting sicker and sicker. I was rushed to the hospital 3 times the year before the operation on near-death episodes. And then, you know, they seen me coming out of the hospital after the operation and getting back to the gym, getting my color back, getting, you know, my weight back, and it was just such a transformation that I even had trouble accepting that this happened, you know, and I just couldn't find any way to express how I felt. So in 1997, what I did was I did a walk from Toronto to Ottawa on a week's kind of thought. And you know, why I did that was I wanted to go to the internal flame in Ottawa to light the flame and thank the donor family, and to make a wish that more people waiting for transplants would get organs.
By rights, you wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for that transplant, correct?
Exactly. A family had to make that decision to have their loved ones' organs donated. And you know, this is a very, very difficult subject to talk to about with people, because you know it does take someone's tragedy to bring somebody the gift of life. So I think what we're trying to do on this walk is we're trying to plant a seed in people. you know, a positive seed of that, you know, transplants do work, and it does save life, and that somebody might just be in that situation where they might be asked to make this life-saving decision.
And it could be them or their loved one.
Exactly, because right now there's thousands of people on the waiting list, and unfortunately many of them are going to pass away if this present situation keeps up. Canada has been the lowest now for the last 14 years, and there is, you know, a lot of reasons for that. This walk is trying to address most of those reasons, and some of the things that come to surface is the question.
I want to get some details about the walk now, George. When did you start?
I started this walk on June the 26th
From where?
From High Park in Toronto.
And where have you been?
I walked along the walked to Brockville. I walked up north to Ottawa, and then along the 17th to North Bay to Sudbury, and then we went to Timmins, Sault Ste. Marie, and at Espanola we went down the 6th to take the ferry, and I got off the ferry a few days ago, and I've been walking along Highway 6, and today I'm presently in Owen Sound.
And how's it going? Are you getting support from people along the way, George?
Absolutely. We have been touching thousands of people. You know, I think that when they hear about me through the newspapers and through the television and through the radio interviews, I think it brings a good feeling to them. So we've been having people phone us, send us mail. We had this one lady that tried to catch up with us through 4 different cities, and she finally caught up with us in Kingston, just to express how she wanted to say thank you for what we were doing here, because she unfortunately lost her granddaughter about 6 months ago because there wasn't an organ available. So we've been having, you know, so much good, positive, emotional response from this, and you know, I think what we've been doing is we've been getting Canadians to talk about this, you know, and we've been trying to plant that seed.
Bottom line, sign that card.
Well, it's not only sign that card, it's also to express your wishes to the family, because it's up to the family whether the wishes get carried out at the hospital.
Right, even if the card is signed.
Right. And you know, 60% of the families are vetoing the person's wish.
Really?
Yes.
That high?
Yes, yes.
So how much longer will you be walking, George?
I got another about a month and a half left to walk. So far I've walked 1,050 kilometers, so I have another 950 kilometers left.
So we're looking at 2,000.
At 2,000 kilometers by the end of it, and we have plans for me to walk across Canada in May of 2000.
Tell me one thing, George. Do you really feel you're making a difference?
Yes, it's definitely been expressed to us in many different ways, whether it was by phone call or whether it's been talking to people while I'm walking along the way. Some people just stop at the highway and pull up and say, "What's this all about?" And we talk to them, and all of a sudden they're that much more aware of something, and hopefully you know, a seed's planted in them. So I think literally we've been reaching thousands and thousands of people along the way, and you know, once again this wouldn't be possible without the support of the media that have been carrying this story.
And I assume you have the support of the Y, and is there an organ transplant association?
Yeah, that's our
yes.